Hello Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 5. She always was an angel. Now she has her wings. With those tender words, unruly child drummer Jay Shellen captured what so many felt about Marcy Free, her spirit, her soul, and the voice that touched generations. Marcy Free, the trailblazing singer whose thunderous yet heartfelt voice carried the pulse of melodic and hard rock for over 5 decades, has passed away at 71. She died peacefully following a brief illness, with loved ones by her side. Born in Michigan and beginning her career as Mark Free, she found early success with King Kobra in the 1980s. Her powerhouse performances on albums like Ready to Strike and Thrill of a Lifetime earned her a fierce following in the hard rock scene. But that was just the start. In Signal, she showcased her range with the AOR masterpiece Loud and Clear, an album still praised for its silky production and soul-stirring vocals. Then came Unruly Child, Marcy's most personal and enduring creative outlet. As the band's guiding light, she anchored a loyal fan base with songs full of passion, depth, and defiance. What set Marcy apart was never just her voice, though it was unforgettable. It was her heart. In 1993, Marcy came out as a transgender woman, embracing her identity with honesty and grace. It was a brave decision that made waves in the music industry and inspired countless fans navigating struggles of their own. Marcy didn't just sing lyrics, she lived them, with courage, vulnerability, and power. Her music became a lifeline for those who needed to know they weren't alone. After stepping back from the spotlight in later years, Marcy returned to Michigan and remained a quiet force, still writing, still connecting with fans, still sharing love. She is survived by her musical brothers in Unruly Child, Jay Shellen, Bruce Gowdy, Guy Allison, and Larry Antonino, who described her as a beautiful soul and a truly singular talent. Aretha Franklin, The Four Seasons, Led Zeppelin, these were her heroes. Today, Marcy joins their ranks in spirit, having carved her own place in music history. Fans across the globe remember her as brave, brilliant, and utterly true. Tributes to Marcy Free. Number 4. Emman helped people feel seen just by being herself. These words from a close friend echo what so many felt about Emman Atienza. At just 19, Emman built a powerful presence through honesty, creativity, and heart. Her vibrant energy drew in hundreds of thousands online. More than her style or humor, it was her openness, especially about mental health, that made her a voice for her generation. Born in Manila into a family rooted in media, public service, and advocacy, Emman grew up blending Filipino and Taiwanese cultures while forging a path all her own. Whether she was walking the runway at Bench Fashion Week or posting daily outfits and reflections, she stayed true to herself and to her message, "You are not alone." She challenged toxic beauty standards. She spoke about living with bipolar disorder, and she let others know it was okay to be struggling. In spaces where filters and perfection often reign, her truth stood out. Emman trained with prestigious modeling programs and brought that focus into her work with GMA's Status by Sparkle Agency. She also studied design at Parsons, exploring new ways to share her creativity. But what made people admire her most was her heart. She used every platform she had to stand up for mental health, inclusivity, and kindness. Her loss by suicide in her Los Angeles home was a shock to many. The grief felt across social media and among her fans, friends, and family speaks to how deeply she connected with others. Her parents, Kim and Felicia, along with siblings Jose and Eliana, continue to carry her memory forward. She brought so much joy, laughter, and love into our lives, her family shared. Her authenticity helped so many feel less alone. Another tribute captured her spirit best, To honor Emman's memory, carry forward the qualities she lived by: compassion, courage, and a little extra kindness every day. Emman's legacy isn't just the posts she made, the shows she joined, or the messages she sent. It's in the lives she made braver, brighter, and more accepting. She reminded us that even a short life can leave a lasting light. Tributes to Emman Atienza. Number 3. It's a role he was born to play, remembered director Ramesh Sippy, speaking of the unforgettable jailer from Sholay, a performance that still echoes in the hearts of moviegoers decades later. Govardhan Asrani, lovingly known as Asrani, brought laughter, warmth, and color to Indian cinema for over 50 years. He passed away at the age of 84 due to breathing complications in Mumbai, leaving behind a legacy that spans more than 350 films. A Jaipur native with humble roots, Asrani's path to stardom was paved with grit and devotion. He studied at the Film and Television Institute of India and dove into cinema with a passion that would shape many of Bollywood's golden moments. His breakout moment came with Sholay. As the eccentric jailer modeled after both Chaplin and despots, Asrani created a character that became part of Indian pop culture. Audiences quoted him, actors admired him, and directors trusted him. That magic never faded, but there was so much more. He lit up screens in films like Chupka Chupka, Sita Aur Geeta, Salam Mem Saab, and Andaz Apna Apna. Whether making us laugh, cry, or ponder, his skilled performances left a mark. He worked side by side with legends like Rajesh Khanna in 25 films and even stepped behind the camera to direct 6 of his own. Asrani brought the same passion to Gujarati cinema, thriving as a hero and a character artist. Always adaptable, always committed. Off-screen, he was known for his humility and genuine nature. He mentored young actors and carried himself with grace and quiet pride. His voice, his expressions, and his laughter were trademarks of a man who found joy in entertaining others. At his private funeral in Mumbai, colleagues and friends came together to honor a man who never sought the spotlight, but always earned it. Asrani is survived by his wife and son, and by a community of artists and fans who cherished his work. His legacy is not just in the scenes he graced, but in the joy he brought, and continues to bring, to millions. Tributes to Govardhan Asrani. Number 2. Komalangma is a goddess. She gives us everything. Kanchha Sherpa once said, speaking with quiet reverence about the mountain he spent his life near. His words reflected a lifetime of respect, courage, and service. At age 92, Kanchha passed away peacefully, leaving behind a towering legacy rooted in resilience and heart. Born in Namche Bazaar, Kanchha was just 19 when he joined a team that would change history. As the last surviving member of the 1953 British Everest expedition, he played a crucial role in the first successful ascent of Mount Everest. Though he stopped short of the summit, his work was vital, setting the route to the final camp and carrying supplies up to the South Col at 8,000 meters. His strength and skill helped lift Tenzing Norgay and Sir Edmund Hillary to history-making heights. For decades after that, Kanchha worked as a porter and mountain guide, helping climbers from around the world. Though he never summited Everest himself, those he supported often did, thanks to his unwavering support and mountain sense. Beyond the trails, Kanchha was admired for his quiet wisdom and warm spirit. He retired from high-altitude climbing at 50, and later opened a trekking lodge in his hometown. Many trekkers returned not for the trails but for a chance to hear his stories. He also launched an educational foundation for local children, believing the next journey worth climbing lies in knowledge. Kanchha's life was rich in family. He is survived by his wife, 4 sons, 2 daughters, 8 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. His love for them was only matched by his devotion to Everest, whom he called Goddess Mother of the World. In his later years, Kanchha spoke out against the commercialization of Everest. He worried about waste on the mountain and the risks climbers ignored. Still, he never blamed them. He only asked for respect, for the mountain and for the people who helped others reach its heights. For Lillye Sherpa, president of the Nepal Mountaineering Association, said, "A chapter of the mountaineering history has vanished with him." But Kanchha Sherpa's story doesn't end. It echoes in every Sherpa who climbs, every trekker passing through Namche, and every soul who finds strength in humility. Tributes to Kanchha Sherpa. What's trending on the internet? News 2. Here's a story that reminds us how precious and fleeting life can be. Flynn Sessions, a talented 22-year-old chef from Wimborne, Dorset, had been living his dream this year, working aboard the super yacht Atlantico along the sparkling French Riviera. After what friends described as a fun evening out with his fellow crew in La Ciotat, Flynn tragically lost his life in an accidental fall near the yacht. Though his time as head chef was short, Flynn made a lasting impression with his warm spirit and dedication in the galley. His colleagues shared heartfelt memories of his passion for food and his knack for bringing people together around the table, no matter where they were in the world. Today, we remember Flynn for his adventurous heart and the joyful energy he brought to every meal and every friendship. May his light inspire us to cherish our journeys and savor every moment, just as Flynn did. News 3. Have you heard about the incredible story out of Winter Garden, Florida? On December 23, 2019, a 44-year-old mom was carrying her daughter through the busy Target parking lot, cleverly dodging holiday traffic and puddles, when she stumbled over a hidden seam between the asphalt and the curb near a landscaping island. The abrupt change in elevation, later found to violate several building codes, caused her to fall hard, fracturing several bones in her right leg. Despite the pain and the long road to recovery, this determined mother, whose name remains private, bravely turned down Target's pre-trial settlement offer of $250,000. She and her legal team stood firm, believing in the importance of speaking up for safety and accountability. Their perseverance paid off. An Orange County jury found the retailer 90% at fault and awarded her nearly $11.4 million in damages, a sum that will help her address a lifetime of challenges stemming from her injuries. What stands out in this story isn't just the verdict, but the reminder that everyday individuals really can make a difference. This mom's experience encourages us all to recognize our own strength and to look out for the well-being of our loved ones and our communities. Her courage and resilience won't be forgotten, and her voice has helped shine a light on keeping shared spaces safe for everyone. News 4. Welcome everyone. Today we've got some truly uplifting and remarkable updates from the world of health, innovation, and community spirit that we think you'll appreciate. Let's start with something close to home for millions of families: breast cancer awareness. This October, as we observe Breast Cancer Awareness Month, exciting breakthroughs in artificial intelligence are giving us new hope for earlier, more accurate detection. Cutting-edge AI tools are now helping radiologists read mammograms with even greater precision, aiming to catch cancer sooner and reduce anxiety for women waiting for results. Across the country, major medical centers are part of a landmark national study called the PRISM trial to see just how much AI can improve breast cancer screening. The goal? To support doctors, not replace them, in making sure every woman gets the most confident, compassionate care possible. In other heartwarming news, we're seeing communities come together to honor those we've lost, share inspiring stories, and celebrate everyday heroes. From small-town fundraisers that bring neighbors closer, to viral stories of kindness that remind us all to look out for one another. These moments prove that connection and compassion are still at the heart of American life. Whether it's a local teacher recognized for decades of dedication, or a group of volunteers knitting blankets for families in need, these acts of generosity ripple far beyond their hometowns. And let's not forget the power of nostalgia. This season, many are gathering to remember the music, movies, and milestones that shaped generations, sharing stories that bridge the gap between young and old. Whether it's a classic film anniversary or a reunion of high school friends, These moments remind us of the joy found in shared memories. As we wrap up today, we're reminded that progress in health, acts of kindness, and cherished memories all have something in common. They're about people helping people. The strides made in breast cancer detection will be remembered as a turning point for families everywhere, and the simple, good-hearted actions in our communities will continue to inspire us all. Thanks for joining us, and here's to celebrating the hope, healing, and humanity that connect us every day. News 5. Take a moment to remember Alyssa Milano, a familiar face for millions of Americans from TV classics like Who's the Boss and Charmed. At 52, Alyssa's recent story is one of courage, honesty, and heart. Just this September here in the US, Alyssa shared a genuine hospital room photo to announce her choice to have her breast implants removed, a decision she made not just for her own well-being, but also to set a loving example for her daughter, Bella, who's 11. In her moving message, Alyssa spoke about letting go of pressures she felt to look or be a certain way, and about the freedom she found in embracing her true self. She wants Bella, and all young women, to know that being attractive, loved, and successful doesn't depend on meeting anyone else's expectations, but on accepting yourself as you are. Alyssa made sure to celebrate women's choices, saying implants may be right for others, and applauded fellow celebrities who've shared similar journeys. Her story arrives as many women nationwide are rethinking beauty standards and embracing authenticity, with explant surgeries becoming more common for reasons ranging from health to pure self-acceptance. Alyssa's approach is all about kindness, to herself and to others, reminding us we can all discover confidence and joy in our own way. What a wonderful legacy, showing her daughter, her fans, and the world that true beauty shines brightest when we honor who we are. Number 1. Virginia was not only an amazing talent but one of the loveliest people you could meet. She was an absolute showstopper. These words from friend and fellow artist Don Spencer reflect the magic Virginia Lillye brought into every room, every stage, and every heart she touched. Virginia passed away at the age of 56 after bravely facing ovarian cancer. Through countless challenges, she remained a beacon of strength, sharing words of hope while raising awareness for a disease too often overlooked. Born in Sydney, Virginia spent over 30 years building a career marked by power, passion, and generosity. With a voice that could shake stadium rafters or hush a crowded room, she fronted her own band, Lillye, earning international recognition and a deal with Eclipse Records. Her charisma took her around the world, where she toured with rock legends like Kiss, INXS, Guns N' Roses, and Gene Simmons. Domestically, she lit up the stage on The Voice Australia, making it to the top 20 in Season 9 on Team Boy George. Her audition performance of Barracuda remains unforgettable, fierce, fearless, and full of fire. But Virginia wasn't just a performer, she was a giver. She sang to support children's music programs and joined the I Touch Myself campaign to advocate for breast cancer awareness in honor of Chrissy Amphlett. Even during her treatment, she continued using her voice to inspire change. Her husband, Julian Krupe, stood by her side through every step of her illness. Their bond was one of strength and deep love. In her final months, Virginia shared her journey publicly, not for sympathy, but to shed light on ovarian cancer and to encourage early action. Her legacy lives on through the music she created, the causes she supported, and the countless people she uplifted with her spirit. Musicians and fans across the globe are mourning her loss. Her bandmates from the Filthy Animals put it best. She was a powerhouse of love, life, talent, and tenacity. Virginia Lillye's voice may no longer be heard from the stage, but it still echoes in the hearts of all who listened. Tributes to Virginia Lillye. I don't know why these were the cards I was dealt in life, but I can't change it, so I'm choosing to embrace it,